nigga hit me up, he told me meet him by his place. He had some business to discuss, but it had to be face to face. He had plans to run the game. He owed my tennis shoes was lace. I told him, say no more, I'm already on my way. When I got there, they opened the door. He said, come in, man, cause you gon' think this a joke. But I'ma want you to drop the hardest dope position you ever drop it for. And after that, I need you to drop 36 months. He looked at me, took the mic on and said go. So I quickly jumped in the booth, started twisting, flipping the flow. About my life on the street, about these niggas and wars and how I came up in the game moving that multiple of flow. Because 36 ounces make a key. 36
Sorry.
www.love2jamradio.com. It's going down. It's Friday, and y'all know on Fridays we keeping it real with Relos. I'm comedian Relos. We just in here having a good time, kicking back, talking about different things. I got Miss Lovey in the building. Say what up to the people.
What's going on, Queen of All Things Indie?
Make sure you tune in on Thursdays to Jam of the Cram It at 7 p.m. And we got Miss Britt in the building. Say what up.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right, and we're in the middle of our topics right now. We're gonna my second topic of the night was called. It's gonna be about janky promoters. Now, we know there are a lot of janky promoters here in the city. I've recently been a part of shows that have provided me with janky promoterism. And I've drove all the way out to the last janky show I actually traveled for was probably when I went out there to Lufkin. No, it was, I think I was in Diboll.
West Texas.
Is that West Texas?
Isn't it? Diboll and all that?
No, that's like more going up north.
Oh, but I don't know. I ain't from there. That's the country, though.
That's going towards the south, towards Louisiana, though. So,
okay.
But anyways, I went out there for a show. I actually, the time on the flyer was, I want to say, was like 7 o'clock, and I like to get to a show probably about 6:30 because that's just me. Even if I think the show is gonna start late, I still get there on time because you never know what might happen. So I get there at about 6:30. The show didn't even start. The DJ wasn't even there. It was a guy who had the DJ equipment there, and he was waiting on the DJ to get there. So we was just all sitting outside this senior citizens facility.
Hold on, wait a minute. Now you said you had an event. And you went out there to host this event?
No, I was a performing act on the event. Like I was actually showing up to do comedy, which is something I rarely get to do because most of the time I get booked to host stuff.
And this comedy event was not at a club.
No, it wasn't at a club. But
okay, it was at a senior citizens.
Yes.
Okay,
center.
But did you know that in advance? Like, did someone tell you, like, hey, it's gonna be?
I was 100% sure that I was going to a club.
And why were you? Why were you 100% sure? What was the name of this old folks' home? Was it like?
It was the Angelina County Senior Citizens Center.
That's what it was on the flyer.
No, it wasn't on the flyer. Just the address was on.
So there's the jankiness there.
If that would have been on the flyer, I probably wouldn't have done that show.
So that's where the
ask more questions.
Put it on the flyer.
So you think they didn't put it on the flyer on purpose?
Oh, I know it was purposely done.
I'm pretty.
No, that was done on purpose.
Listen, he said, I know.
First off, that name was too long to be on anybody's goddamn flyer.
Angelina Stone, what was it?
Angelina County. Niggas ain't showing up to the county. We know what the county is. That's the jail.
Calling them senior citizen face it.
No. Probably. I wouldn't put it past them.
Jeez Louise.
But first off, it was me and the DJ out at this club for probably about 2 hours before the next person even showed up. The next person to show up wasn't even anybody that was working there. It was another artist that was performing. So
there's artists and comedians.
It's artists and comedians on the show now.
At this old folks home in the middle of the Diboll.
And it wasn't even an old folks home. It was just a senior citizen center.
Senior citizen.
But none of them looked like so.
Was there senior citizens there?
No, nobody was there.
Vacant senior citizens center.
That's my thought.
Maybe
so
it used to be.
when I get to the door, like the front, like foyer lights are off. So I'm thinking like maybe they in the back sleep or something.
Since it's a senior citizen situation.
Exactly. So I'm like, well, how many senior citizens live here? Because it looked like a fairly nice sized building, but once you get inside, you see it's more like a park recreation building. They got like a cafeteria. And that's what we performed at. I want to say we was in the cafeteria.
You did not go to Diebold.
Yes, I did.
Perform in the cafeteria.
I did not perform in the cafeteria.
Okay, but
That's
you were
what
there.
he just said.
That part I didn't do.
Okay, so you was like,
So
hell no.
mind you, I'm one of the comedians. Well, if it's 3 people in there, we're gonna do the show. If it's 3,000 people in there, we're gonna do the show,
right?
Because somebody in here paid to see a show. It's easy to give them their money back because we understand there ain't that many people here. Now, mind you, it probably was a collection of about 30 people there total.
Okay.
Now, 10 of them was there doing food for a bunch of people that wasn't there.
Oh man.
Then you had the DJ, and he had like 4 or 5 people with him because they was helping old buddy unload all that stuff off the truck. And then you had like maybe
What stuff? It was like DJ equipment?
all these speakers and shit. Like it was gonna be a multitude of people here. It was probably more speakers than people at the show.
Damn.
But
So in total, it was really like 15. Because you got cut in half.
no. So you got the 10 cookers.
Okay.
You got maybe like 3 or 4 promoters that's doing it together. That's 14 people. You got 7 acts. That's 21. And then you got the DJ with like 6 people. So
that's y'all
that's 30 people. But for us, I want to say me and one other comedian. No, it was 2 other comedians. One was Mal Malucci, which Lovey, you know him. And the other guy was this guy named Country Boy. He was from that area, Country Boy Hart. Now, regardless of who was going to be funniest and all that stuff that night, I knew them. I didn't know the other 27 people. So my comedy is new to them.
Right.
So I'm thinking, hey, I have a crowd. Even the same thing for the other 2 guys, because the other guy, he didn't bring anybody, even though he was from there. He was like, hey, I got my own following, I do my own shows, I'll bring them there, but I'll still come entertain the people that come here. So he naturally just didn't invite anybody, which wasn't expected. And then the other comedian, he was from New Orleans, so it wasn't no way he was really going to be able to invite people, even though, a couple people came out for him. So all the promotion is on the promoters.
In the city.
In the city.
Promoters.
Janky promoters. So, mind you, I feel like, regardless of who's there, everybody deserves the show. If we still would have did the show, regardless of how we would have got paid, I would have been completely fine. Because I would have been able to sell myself for the next show, because maybe one of these people might be doing a birthday party or something, and they'll book me.
Right.
But to drive all the way down there in a parking lot getting lit, because I don't know where the show is, but I want to make sure I got my drink, so I'm going to buy my liquor, and when I get there, I'll drink. And I got a hotel room down there anyway, so it wasn't like I had to drive back to Houston.
So the hotel wasn't even included?
No, the hotel wasn't included.
Okay.
My pay was going to be enough to cover my gas, hotel, and pay me a little something. So I was getting paid a nice amount.
But.
Supposedly.
But
they didn't make that money at the door.
Not your fault.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, they still gotta pay you.
It's supposed to still pay you.
They paid me gas.
But you still paid money out your pocket. So you left in the red.
Yeah, I left in the red.
And has this promoter reached back out to you?
Not reached back out to me.
To try to make amends
Nope. Regardless of how many posts I put on Facebook that say, hey, everybody that did me wrong, hey, fresh start. We moving on. They still haven't reached out to me.
That's why you sign some type of contract.
Agreement. But see, I met this person
especially that bitch. No. I've been told you that bitch was a slippery snake.
Writer's list. Let me start making your writer's list. I'm going to put everything that needs to be on there. I know.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and make your writer's list.
There we go.
If
contract.
you don't get your contract signed.
So Brittany is managing me.
No management.
First of all,
it's an easy job.
I am always telling niggas about paperwork.
Yep, definitely.
Always. And I told him before he took that gig.
So you're just being hard-headed.
Facts.
Yeah, I will definitely.
Hard-headed, make it soft.
And I want to say we had just like did an event for her or something, and when she paid us to do that event,
remember one time she paid us?
No, that event was right before my event.
I know.
So we had just got paid.
Was she janky when y'all?
No,
because I wasn't having that.
See, you got to put your foot down.
I didn't know to expect that. We got paid for the show. I didn't know what kind of crowd was going to be there, any of that. I didn't know anything about this town. I was just showing up to do my job. Right. So when I got down there, thinking we had just done a show with this lady, she paid us for what we did.
Matter of fact, no, because between that time and your show, it was my birthday party, and that's when I knew she was shiesty.
She did something shiesty.
Remember my birthday party, and I had all them people come out, and the people were supposed to perform. And then when it got crowded, she wouldn't let
me. She stopped
the
performances.
And I stopped fucking with her then.
But then I understood, like, you know, a lot of her people are showing up to club. It wasn't her people. It was our people. They were coming to see us.
Yes. But so she should have catered to whatever the fuck. Cause
she should have catered to the people who was there to party.
And who she said to me I could have performed. So then I had to look like a liar and tell these people.
So then what she do? She just tried
she had a random other motherfucker perform that ended up being a guest on the show. Remember the dude with the vest on? Big J-Man? J-Man.
Oh, really?
That was J-Man.
Oh, yeah. J-Man.
That was J-Man.
That was the same night.
Yeah.
Look at love you putting shit together.
You know what I'm saying? 2 + 2 making 6 in here.
So, but even so, like, the last show we did for her, where we were doing business, we got paid.
Yeah, so we had the cameraman.
Your birthday party was, you know, it was a party, and she
I
made promises
for the party.
Yeah, exactly.
Still,
and I understand, and that's fine. But then she put on another event, so I'm thinking, all right, she's putting on this event. She's telling me, all right, I'm gonna bring all my people out. It's my hometown. They've been waiting on me to do something here. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, you know, I'm not gonna take a deposit. I'll wait and I get my money there.
I get a deposit from her every time.
well, now I know. And then it's crazy because, you know, a few weeks ago we had a couple artists coming here and they was talking about the same situation. I think it was that same weekend or whatever. So I'm like,
same show.
No, it wasn't the same show.
The difference is, well, I mean, the same weekend. It was supposed to be like a multiple day event, but they went. You know, they still perform over there because I didn't seen them performing and stuff like that. That's the difference.
So they actually got to perform.
Not on that particular day, but I'm saying they performed at several of her shows.
Oh, like in the future, like it was a makeup type thing.
No, not makeup. They just kept fucking with her after that.
Oh no,
that's what I'm saying.
No,
they made amends.
That's a different keep fucking with.
Yeah, they keep fucking with her. They keep going to her shows and stuff, doing her shows, whatever.
Oh man,
I just see the flyer. I be seeing flyers and stuff. You know,
I understand, like, but it's
too many platforms. But anyway, motherfuckers.
This is a better platform than that. You should be here every week. If that's the platform you're gonna settle for, you should be here every week because I know this is a higher platform.
We're gonna do the mixers every quarter.
Oh, that's cool.
So every quarter we'll have motherfuckers come through and we're gonna build it up. It should be super dope.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. I'm here for that. Oh, and the reason we was talking about janky promoters, I got called a janky promoter because in Houston comedy is basically you really have to sell yourself because the market is so big it's hard to tap into a specific audience or a group of audiences at once. There's never a stage that's big enough to get the whole city behind you. So you actually have to be everywhere doing everything. Being a comedian, I understand when I'm working with other comedians, we all got to be everywhere doing everything. And we're not doing comedy full time. We have day jobs. So throughout our day jobs is the time we actually have to promote to this person, talk to this person, tell people about the shows. So you have the same hours in your day as I have in my day. So being that I'm not budgeting for this comedy show, my thing is I want to make my money to pay my DJ and make my money to, you know, maybe buy the team some drinks or something like that. I'm not trying to profit off of the show. I want to put on a show just to kind of get the ball rolling, and then eventually we'll start doing bigger shows, bringing bigger people in, and that'll start bringing more money in. So my goal is to really just break even, and for the comedians, I know it's hard to sell yourself, and I know it's hard to be out there trying to sell this ticket and bring half of the money back. So I tell the comedians, all right, I'm going to sell to my people. I'll make sure my people are there. You sell to yours. You can keep all the money for your tickets because I'm not creating a budget for this show and paying people out of that budget. I'm just making the money. I'm going to pay the DJ, and I'm going to let y'all make y'all money. Y'all can keep all y'all ticket money. Mm-hmm. He called me a janky promoter because I did it that way. And I'm like, how? I'm not trying to make money off of your people. Mostly promoters try to make money off of the crowd there. I'm gonna make money specifically on my people. How am I a janky promoter? Because I didn't go in my wallet and pay you to do the same thing that I'm doing. And if I do 15 and you do 15, I might as well do 30.
So he wanted double, like money from you plus the money from the ticket sale.
He
Most people don't
wanted
wanna
me
sell
to
tickets.
put on the show, host the show, tell jokes, and sell all the tickets and fill up the building so he can come perform, and I pay him to perform.
That's why a lot of people think that.
Your name isn't big enough for that. Now I
was
understand.
gonna say, like, unless you're like really, really have like a big following, like especially in comedy, it is so hard to like fill just like even like a medium space.
Yeah, it's extremely
a nice
hard.
Size space. Like I've seen comedians like that are like beginning to like people that are like super known, like like Coco Brown. Like she could easily fill up a crowd because all you gotta do is say Tyler Perry.
Mm-hmm.
People gonna come because they know who she is.
Yeah.
But for people that are like Houston comedians, like different artists that perform at the Improv or different outlets here, like they used to have the laughing
Laugh Lounge.
The Laugh Lounge, like that place was a nice size. It was like a good medium sized space, but even then, I've seen comedians there still not be able to like completely fill that room.
Yeah, and that was only like 135 people.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there wasn't very many like cheers in that room.
I think comedians just don't understand the business. You can be as funny as you want to be, and somebody will still want to see another comedian more than you. They haven't realized that a lot of times people don't care how funny you are. They don't care how funny that you are. They really don't. They want to feel like they know you. They want to feel like they can relate. And I've seen comedians get up and kill for like, say if we got just a big name coming in and the big name gonna do about an hour. You might have two comedians that go before him that murdered the room, but they only did 10 or 15 minutes. And then you got the headliner doing an hour. Even though these first two comedians murdered and they was much more funnier in they 15 minutes than he probably was in that entire hour, they can't even remember those first two comedians' names because they showed up to see this one comedian. And until a local comedian gains that type of respect where people are just showing up to see you regardless of what you up there talking about, then you can't be like, oh, that's a janky promoter, because you haven't sold yourself. You just waiting on another comedian to bring a crowd so you can get up and perform. That's like open mic mentality.
Yeah.
Like you have to sell yourself. It's no reason that I don't even understand like why artists show up to the show without anybody. Even if it's one person, somebody should be supporting what you're doing.
Like Ken, remember Ken's whole family that his sister used to come up with like Mama Ain't Raised No Fool shirt.
Oh,
like
yep.
have the whole
Exactly.
table.
And I went to
she
school
would have-
with Ken.
Yeah, she would. Ken is so funny, but like she would like have like his whole table set up with like, Mama, I still got mine. It's a little raggedy now, but like she would have like the shirt. She would have like his table for like little mugs. She was like really his support.
That's our merch table. I need to get me a merch table.
Yeah, she had like all that stuff set up. But I mean, if people want to be lazy like that, I mean, the power of social media these days is so strong. If you do not want to sell tickets or you don't want to do whatever because you just feel like you're that person, whatever, like people should, they're gonna show up for me. Like social media will get you so far. Like look at what's his name? I can't. Country
Wayne.
Country Wayne.
But,
yes.
but see
I remember
what
when he first started on YouTube, and now he's so popular.
Well, people in the city fall short, and I'm guilty of this as well. Is one thing, and it's just consistency. I can get on every morning, which I'm probably gonna start doing, just going live for about 20 or 30 minutes, just in the car, just talking to people, going off what they're saying. But that's something that I would have to do every single day because regardless of how funny I'm being, it's certain things that people look forward to. And if you give them a comfortable energy and a comfortable interaction on your live, it's something they're gonna look forward to, whether they know they're looking forward to it or not. They're just gonna wake up, be riding in the car like, I wonder what this fool on here talking about today. And then that's somebody constant that's going, and then people gonna say what they say on the live, and you'll be building. And eventually somebody gonna share it. Eventually somebody else gonna share it. You only need to start with like maybe 13 people sharing something and tagging 5 people or whatever, and you can go viral that way. But it starts with a team. It starts with having at least 5 or 6 people who gonna show up to the show and laugh at the jokes, even if ain't nobody else laughing or just. But when you show up with nobody, if you have me, My problem is you have me drive all the way out to the south side to deliver tickets, and you don't sell any. Why would you have me drive? I'm cool with you not selling no tickets, but don't expect no money.
Because you ain't selling them.
Because the tickets is all your money. When I give you, if the tickets are $10 and I give you 10 tickets, I feel like, hey, I just gave you $100. Because if you funny, you got people that follow you $100 worth of funny. Even if they don't come to the show, they still gonna buy tickets. I have people every show who want me to put up an Eventbrite link so they can buy tickets and not show up. And I'm completely fine with that. That's their way of supporting me. Mm-hmm. They see me, they know I'm funny. Are you? I got family.
I'm just waiting.
I can fight. But no, it's just you gotta build a certain level of support from your people, and it's like you can't put that. You shouldn't put that on another comedian. Like, it's not my job to build up the crowd and make sure people are there for you and pay you too. Like, we're comedians, we're in this together. I'm providing you with a stage and a platform.
It's a little ego that gets involved.
That's all that is ego. Because if you were doing the show the exact same way, I would take them 10 tickets or 20 tickets and I would go sell all of them.
So you would have to get with people whose 100 is the same as yours when it comes to building. When they see you on your platform, they're gonna come and then they're gonna do whatever because they're gonna see everybody else is doing it. Because some people are like that. Some people, like for example, you're not just a comedian. You're also a host. You're also a radio personality. You know what I'm saying? You have the ability to sell tickets. Some people, all they can do is do the joke part. They don't have the business part. They don't have the ability.
But that's why your support system comes in, though.
I'm cool with that.
Exactly. And that's what separates you. I said that to say that's what separates you from your peers.
I'm cool with that, but don't have me drive to the south side to deliver tickets that you're not going to sell.
Facts. That's what we won't do. It won't be no delivering of no tickets.
I'll get them. Come here, I'll meet you halfway.
Not even that, but you show up early.
I'm cool enough to where if I do a show and I get pre-sale tickets, the comedians don't sell nothing, but I make my money back, money to pay the DJ, I done had money for food and drinks, and I still have money left over, I'll pay the comedians, even if I told them they wasn't going to get paid. Just because I feel like, hey, y'all made this money tonight too.
Mm-hmm. And it's part of building.
Exactly. So that show in particular, I said this is how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to give the comedians however many tickets they want and let them keep all the money. If he got 100 tickets and sold 100 tickets, he'd have made $1,000, and I wouldn't have asked for none of it. Mm-hmm. And he would have had all these people there to see him.
But once again, not everybody.
But if you're not going to sell the tickets, don't have me drive to your house to deliver tickets.
Well, in the future, of course. But I'm just saying.
Don't have me drive at all. Just be like, you just keep it real and say, hey, man, I don't think I'm going to be able to sell these 10 tickets. You think you can pay me?
Again.
I'm cool with that.
Not everybody's 100 is your 100, baby.
I don't see why that isn't the standard. If you can't do something, say, hey, man, I can't do it. I really just want to perform. Can you pay me?
Ego.
But even if that is your ego, I'm cool. I'm gonna be like, yeah, man, I'll shoot you like $30.
Yeah, but niggas ain't really ready to put themselves on in that.
What's so hard about keeping it real? We do it every Friday.
Hey, Real with Rillos.
I do it every day. It's just me, but.
So comedy show is definitely in the works and coming soon.
Yes, comedy is coming soon. I will have all the details on the comedy show tonight by 10 o'clock.
Okay. We're going to probably roll it out.
Whoever's supposed to tell me got an hour and 35 minutes to tell me whatever the fuck they got to tell me about this comedy show, because I'm ready. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into our last topic of the night.
Well, it's 8:25 already, so.
You want to get into it right now?
Yeah, you got 5 minutes.
Miss Britt has a story for us. I'm going to let you describe the story.
Okay, so basically, I don't know if everybody has been hearing about like this crazy article about this student from Clark, Atlanta. Her name is Alexis. So basically, she befriended her roommate like a normal person would. You're off to college, you're on your own, you make your new friends. And basically, I'm guessing that the story is saying that there was some type of party where Alexis was drunk and the roommate's boyfriend was trying to touch on her and kiss on her, and they were friends. Uh-huh. So she basically had to file a report against the boyfriend, like this was unwanted touching, unwanted kissing. I guess the friend didn't like that, so they ended up getting into like a physical altercation. And like they're trying to say that the roommate was upset, and she called the boyfriend and was like, pretty much come handle my lightweight. and he came and strangled Alexis, and they both like put her like cover her with a plastic bag, and they brought her body to a park in Decatur, Georgia.
So they got into it.
She got into it with
both
the
girls
roommate.
both girls got
friends,
into it, and she called her boyfriend to come help. And her boyfriend came, and they basically beat the girl up and strangled her and dumped her body in the park.
Dumped her body in a park in Decatur, Georgia.
But
that's not it. The police questioned the roommate because they were friends. They knew that the girls were friends.
She was the last to see her alive.
Before they got to altercation. And she led them, like she gave them a fake story, but her fake story ended up leading them to the park where they found her body. So not only did she have help killing her, but she also brought them to the scene.
She probably did that shit on purpose, subconsciously.
I ain't believing that story, because for you to go that far, she probably walked in on y'all doing some shit y'all ain't want nobody to know about. Like, he was probably in there eating her ass, and she walked in like, oh, I'm going to tell everybody about this shit, and then they probably killed her.
No, they, like, a lot of people from, like, a lot of students from Clark Atlanta were saying, like, that the girl's a really sweet girl. She's really into her books. Like, and that supposedly her and the roommate were, like, really good friends. So my whole thing is, how can you tell if somebody is really your friend or if they're low-key like a hater? Like, clearly that girl was low-key a hater. I feel like if somebody really can do something that bad to you, she was never your friend. Like, she always had some type of jealousy, some type of...
I mean, I kind of want to say that we don't know enough of the details to say that, because... You know, she might have been there, but it could have been her boyfriend that actually did the physicalness of it. Like, some women
this was different days. So the party happened one day. Okay. Alexis filed a report against the roommate's boyfriend the following day. And then the next day after the report was filed, she was dead.
Right,
so
but her boyfriend...
3 days.
The boyfriend strangled her, right?
But the boyfriend didn't live with her. They lived in a dorm.
Oh,
so who strangled her? Oh,
the boyfriend.
Okay, so that's
he came over and did it.
But he came over.
Right.
Only her and the girl live in a dorm.
Right, that's my point. My point is that even though he came over there, she may not have, like... thought that it was going to go that far, and then once it went that far, I said all that to say it may not have been, I just hate her, and one day I'm going to have my boyfriend kill her. Nah, I think it was...
That's too much of a coincidence for her boyfriend to just come over there and kill her. Like, honestly, like...
Maybe, unless he had a record already or something.
But, now they're in custody, and they've been released in some of their interviews with the police, and they're turning on each other. They both just flipping on each other. She's saying it's his fault. He's saying it's
lawyers
her fault.
Lawyers get involved.
The couples.
I'm saying that's what happens.
That's
police, they turn them against each other.
You got to get your ride or die. We sticking to this story. Shout out to KK. We sticking to the story.
So, but I just feel like, because I'm a really big on energy, and I'm really observant, and I pay attention. I might not speak on a lot of stuff, but I pay attention to everything. And for me, for example, I had a friend. And I never noticed her until I got older, but she would always say slick stuff, like jealous stuff. Like, she'd be like, somebody would be like, oh, you look real pretty today, Britt. But she would be like, but why your hair like that? Ooh. Or somebody would say, oh, you doing a real good job with work and school. And she'd be like, yeah, but why you don't go out anymore? Like, there was always something that she had to add to it. And as I got older, when I was younger, I didn't think about it. I was just like, that's just her personality. But when you get older and you start to, like, really be observant and you start to pay attention to stuff, I'll be like, damn, she really was a low-key hater.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
they say your vibe attracts your tribe.
She really was a low-key hater. Nah, I ain't never been a low-key hater.
I'm saying this. I'm not saying
that. If I hate you, I'm going to tell you.
No, but you know what's really, like, honestly, I'm such a genuine person. Like, it takes me a while to really just fully trust people. So once I fully trust you, like, I really, like, hold on to those relationships. Even though I can be, like, overly loyal because I really
I'm the same way.
Hold on to those relationships.
Facts.
But
shut up.
But when you, like, really mess me over, like, that's it. Like, I won't be rude to you. I don't even gotta be ugly to you. But my ignoring game is strong. Like, you can be tapping,
that's how I am.
You can be tapping my shoulder, and I will act like I don't feel a thing.
I actually won't feel a thing.
Like, no, I'm just saying because there's ways, you really have to pay attention to your surroundings, and you have to really pay attention to. That's a good sign of like paying attention to who you let in your space. Like your energy is everything. Your space, your home, who you have around your children, who you have around your families. That's are private spaces. You really have to value those friendships and the people that you have coming in your way, because you never know. Like, I remember my aunt, she told me when I was pregnant, she said people would rub you, people want to rub your belly. And I remember this lady, she tried to pray on me. She said, oh, can I pray on you? And it was like some random lady at Walmart. And my aunt was like, oh no ma'am, we don't just let anybody pray on us. Like, you have to really know, because you don't know who that lady praying to.
I don't know who she praying to.
You don't know. You really have to pay attention to your surroundings. You really have not from the old
lady. That's disrespectful.
Well, I don't think she meant it like that. She was like really.
I don't care how she meant it. You don't know me like that.
You just gotta be careful.
I'm gonna tell you some disrespectful stuff that happened yesterday at happy hour before we get out of here. So, me and KK chilling at the, we just drinking and eating nachos, and KK's enjoying her nachos. This white lady, like, catches her in between, like, a chip, like, full of sour cream and everything on it, just asks her a question as soon as she bites it, and the lady is, like, persistent about getting the answer to it. Like, oh, what kind of nachos are those? Are they good? Are they? And KK was just like, what the fuck? Like, you see me eating, like, right now. And it was just funny to me, so I just busted out laughing. The lady ain't know what was going on, so I just made a joke out of it. But,
so did she find out what kind of nachos it was?
We just gave that lady a menu and said they right there.
They right there.
That's how you handle that.
Right.
But appreciate y'all tuning in. Was there anything else you want to say, Miss Lovey? I know we got the mixer coming up. We gonna make sure y'all have the date to that. It'll be. Is it the one of these Tuesdays coming up?
It's in the first Tuesday in December.
First Tuesday in December the 3rd. We will be having a mixer here at the station. We're gonna it ain't just the radio station. We combine it with the video studio, Frankenland Films in the back, and we're combining with Kalani on the beat. So it'll be artists. Y'all have a good chance to kind of network with everybody, see what all we do, and you'll have a chance to, bring some of your merchandise and put it out on the table so other artists can grab your info and y'all can network, because that's what networking events do. Everybody's not invited. It'll be like if you don't get an invitation from somebody directly, you probably are not invited. And we just telling y'all about the mix, so y'all not invited until
you get invited.
Officially invite y'all. But just holler at me, inbox me if you're interested in coming. I'll let you know if you are my invited person. Stay tuned. Right after this, we got in new Miss Cookie and Queen tomorrow, but we're gonna get Miss Britt and Miss Lovey's social media before we get out of here. Go ahead, Miss Britt.
Y'all, all I want to say is just be careful. Sex trafficking is out here. They trying to get us.
Hey, hold on real quick. I saw somebody I knew. Montgomery County just arrested 95 people for sex trafficking, and then I clicked through all the pictures and found somebody I knew.
They had a 75 person in the Woodlands.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Oh,
so I was gonna send it to you because I know you went to school with some of the people on that list.
How you know I went to school with them?
Cause y'all went to the same school. I'm sure you know somebody on that
list.
Yeah, you gotta
look at the list.
I'm gonna send it to you.
But y'all gotta be careful. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to who you're around. If you see something on your car, they out here putting like the little zip tag things on people's cars and waiting for y'all to get out for us to try to take them off, and then they snatching you up. Be careful in them Ubers and them Lyfts. I don't know if y'all saw that video.
I'll be wearing my wig. I wish somebody would snatch me up.
Just be super careful. That's all I got to say.
What's your social media?
That's what you're supposed to be saying.
Well, I just want to put that out there. It's important, guys. Okay, so my Snapchat and my Instagram, pay close attention, make notes. My Instagram is Britt_baby, but it's BAYB with 5 E's. Not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5, okay? So, yeah. And that's the same for my Snapchat. Again, it's Britt_baby with 5 E's. Not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5.
Yeah, when y'all figure it out, just follow me and I'll tag her in there so y'all can find her a whole lot quicker. But like I said, stay in tune for In the Nude with Miss Cookie. They're about to begin. I'm Comedian Rillos at Comedian Rillos on Instagram. Tune in every Thursday for Jamming and Cramming from 7 to 9 and every Friday for Real with Rillos. And right after me, I got In the Nude Miss Cookie. And Queen Tomorrow is about to go down right now. www.love2jamradio.com.